hear and understand and see that how things are happening, look at the commodities, look at how things are trading. Jason, he'll be on tomorrow night at 10, and we've talked about this whole idea of gas. He was thinking, man, if gas goes under $40, it's just going to be horrible. We're going to go to war. And I've had other friends who say that gas will even get down to as low as $20 a barrel because of the fact that with the people in the Middle East controlling the oil, they can do whatever they want to, and it's only going to hurt us.
Wow, that's interesting to see. I don't know what's gonna happen with that. I don't know.
I know. Well, one of the things that for me is this is one of the things that I was feeling for me personally, and it just the numbers feel like it's going to go in this direction. And Jason and I have talked about this. Is the whole idea that before the end of the summer, we're predicting that we're looking at a 6 to 8,000 point drop on the stock market if things don't turn around.
Wow.
Yes. And because there's just so many things that are inflated, there's so many things that are just not being accounted for. I mean, I think I heard, and I don't know if you heard about this, but they talk about the whole idea that the Fed has like, or is it, our Treasury has like 3 different accounting books or something like that. Like we don't even have one good accounting book.
3 different accounting books. If that doesn't tell
Yeah,
you something.
yeah,
Have you
exactly. And
ever
I'm
seen
thinking,
the producers where he was like, "Oh, which books are we giving them?"
no, I haven't seen that one. I'll have to see that movie. Oh
Yeah.
wow.
The watch the new producers, not the old one. That one gets a
Oh
little
okay.
weird. Yeah.
Well, I mean, but that's what I'm saying. So look how crazy. If it couldn't work in the producers, why do they think it's going to work in the U.S. government? And it's very unfortunate because of the fact that they're not taking into consideration that you know what, there's collateral damage, and that collateral damage is an American citizen. It's an American citizen
Hmm.
who just wants to be able to provide for their families. And I'm sorry, Mr. President, if you're listening to this show, please be honest with the American people. I mean, honestly, you know what, Jess? As much as I can't stand a lot of his policies, I would have the greatest level of respect for this president if he'd be willing to admit he was wrong. He lied, he misled the people, and he would say, you know what? I'm not giving you the full story, and I'm asking you to forgive me. Here's what's going on, and this is the reality of what we face. Um, it's funny, towards the end of before my son moved out of state, we had shown him 3 end of the world movies. So we started off with Deep Impact. I don't know if you've ever seen that movie.
Yes, I saw that in the theater. Oh, that was a long time ago.
Oh yes, that was good in the theater.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that in the theater too, and I really enjoyed it. Well, we showed him that movie. We showed him 2012, and we showed him Armageddon. And
Oh, yeah.
all there were 3 days. I mean, each one was played on each day, but it wasn't all on one day that he had seen it. And what was the common theme? What was the common thread with the government in each one of those situations, Jess?
What, that they took the wrong action? I'm not sure.
Not only that, but they didn't let the people know what was happening.
Oh yeah, that goes without saying. That was so obvious. I missed it.
I mean, it was so sad. I'm sitting here. Well, we don't want to create chaos. We don't want to create panic. Oh yeah, we just basically want to leave the schmucks who don't have enough time to put a rock over their head.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? Do you think that maybe the rest of humanity should have the decision to decide whether or not they want to try and see what they can do to preserve their lives? And I mean, and so you saw that consistent thread and theme in this movie, and I feel like, no, no, not that I feel, I know our government's doing this to us. They are sheltering us from the realities of what's truly happening in the economy around the world. They don't want to say anything. Yeah, let's drop the price of gas. Okay, so we've been enjoying gas hovering around $2 a gallon and everything like that. So that's been like wonderful. I have all this extra money in my pocket. But guess what? By the end of the summer, gas will probably be back up to $5 a gallon, or at that point, the economy will be completely has collapsed because of the fact that we are ready for another disastrous event that's going to happen. I mean, we're just due. We're due for another disastrous event because of the fact that we've just been irresponsible. Our government has been out of control. Oh, I don't know if you've even heard. And I'm going to look at this. I'm going to verify. One of my friends posted today on Facebook about this whole idea that you know how people can save up money, college funds for their kids,
Mm-hmm.
and put that money aside.
Yeah.
One of my friends told me that Obama's looking at taxing that income, taxing
Yeah,
that
I
money.
heard about that. Yeah, I heard about that a while ago. Uh, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how that's gonna go down, but well, yeah, I have heard about that.
Right, now think about this though. So is that money already taxed? That that the people are depositing in there?
I believe so. I don't know how it works exactly, honestly.
Well, so you've got that money that's being taxed, and I think nothing is sacred anymore. You want to know why? Because this government can't stop spending. They
Oh
can't
no.
stop spending. They won't give us a balanced budget. They don't want to reduce the things that are going on. They just keep building and spending and building and spending. So whether it's this college funds that people are saving together to get their kids to go through college, and I even said to my buddy today, and, he's like, well, he's like, that would be like attacking your Roth IRA or your CD accounts. I said, guess what, man? That's next. I said, that is next.
That is. They've
They,
been talking. Yeah, that was like some. I don't know who said that, but they said that was like the ultimate game plan, or to
oh
go
yeah,
for
he
that.
said that to me. He said yes, my buddy said to me that I think it was like Barbara Boxer or someone else basically said years ago. Oh yeah, one of my buddies he told me. That he said that they want to take 401k away from people and give it to people who deserve it.
Wow, I didn't hear that, but geez,
Yes, these are Democrats who said that they want to take away people's savings, their 401ks, and give it to people who actually deserve it in this country.
you're gonna have people like hiding money under mattresses again with that kind of stuff.
Exactly. And see, now you remember last year, you remember what happened with Cyprus, right? Or Cyrus.
Oh yeah,
Cyprus.
in Greece, yeah.
Yeah, you remember how they shut down the banks so that no one can get their money out of the
Uh
banks?
huh. And people started hoarding the money just like that.
And
Oh my god.
exactly. And this is exactly what they're going to create. So I'm telling you, I want to watch the market. I want to watch so many of the different things going to happen over the next 2 days. Because I tell you, if the president sits here and acts like everything is just perfectly fine, there's nothing for us to worry about. Everything is just going to, it's just peachy king. The economy is strong. Everybody's doing well. And, I'm telling you, you're going to see sell offs like there's no tomorrow.
Jeez, it's gonna be crazy.
It's really going to be crazy, and that's one of the things that I'm just really hoping. I'm just really hoping that be honest with us, Mr. President. If there's a meteor coming to crash and hit the country, I mean, hit the Earth, it cold, cold to extinction. Let us know. Maybe a bunch of us can get together and figure out a way to build a sloppy spaceship and get off this planet
Oh
before it's
man.
too late.
Oh jeez.
I don't know. I just feel like, just personally for me, seeing the way things have been developing, I feel like it's about to get worse. Jess, I think we're about to see things like we've never imagined. Um,
Well, that's what I feel like will happen once the credit card finally runs out, or it's gonna halt to a stop very quickly.
yeah, and people are going to be very shocked. I think one of the things that my friend said today, and you got to start prepping. You have to start prepping. If you haven't prepped for, we prep for a snowstorm. We prep for tornadoes and
Hurricanes over
ice
here.
and hurricanes and everything like that. We prep for all these other different things, but we never prep for financial disaster. And just there's a good resource. I think I've talked about it before, but if people haven't read Dave Ramsey's Total Money Makeover, I recommend it. Now, it might not matter by the end of this year about debt or anything like that. I estimate by the end of the summer is where we're going to see this humongous nosedive in the market. But the way things have been happening in Europe, I think it could be the timetable can happen a lot sooner. Jason told me that no matter what happens, the market's going to react. I just think it's going to react badly, and I think a lot of people who don't have anything we're going to see poverty at a level that they've never imagined before. A lot of people right now have been so detached from taking responsibility for
Mm-hmm.
themselves that they're going to be probably the first ones to go when the crap hits the fan. Now, there's one other thing too that we've seen over the last couple of days, and we've talked about it a lot. I just remember people talking about how we, as conservatives, have to stop our infighting. We're tearing each other apart. You know, here we are. It's 2015, Jess, and the Republicans control the Senate, and it's like almost like 55 candidates ready to run for the presidency,
Yeah.
and it's I'm like, really? Can we just can we whittle it down to three? And of the three, I'm saying, and if you're listening to the show, Amit, don't run. Take a cabinet position. Jeb, don't run. Retire. Uh, Christy, don't even think about it. Don't even go there. Don't. John McCain, back away from the podium. We don't need you running again. We just need a good, solid candidate. For me, mine has been Ted Cruz and Bobby Jindal as the vice president for 2016, and I think we could. That would probably be a good ticket for me to see what that would happen. Well, who would you go for if you had it to decide who could possibly redirect us from the mess that we're in right now?
Oh man. Well, I mean, I guess I'd have to. I can't even. I don't know because I'm just so. I'm at the point where I've gotten where it's like I can't deal with anybody right now. I get, like, cause Rand Paul will get on a good, track, and then all of a sudden he'll say something that's like out of left field. Like, what's wrong with you, man? And
Yeah.
so right now, it's not the. I guess it's not the right time to ask me. I'm kind of disillusioned at the moment
You just waiting for
with
people
what
to
I'm
stop
seeing.
making bonehead decisions.
Yeah, it's like to me, it's like it's exactly what you said. Like they won the Senate, and then now all of a sudden it's then they propose this, and then in the House they propose this ridiculous budget and pass it, and it doesn't even it's like more of the same. As like what did we accomplish here? Nothing.
Yeah, nothing,
And it's
nothing.
like you guys got everything you wanted, and now you're still doing this boneheaded things. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, and that's the thing that's rather unfortunate. So what we're going to see, and so I wonder, you know what I want to do is, so here's the thing. I am going to record it, and I want to basically record and tally how many times the president says Republicans in Congress.
You know it's gonna happen. You can make a. I think people have made drinking games out of
Are you serious?
Obama
Oh my
speeches.
goodness.
Yes, because of all the statements.
Man, I think I'll probably lose my liver if I decided to do that.
Oh yeah, I don't think you can actually play it, but I have seen mock-ups online about play the State of the Union drinking game. I'm pretty sure Republicans in Congress is gonna be one of the things where you have to drink.
So anyone who's listening to the show right now, please do not play the drinking game because I tell you,
It'll be a
I'm
very bad day tomorrow.
yes, it will. There will be a lot of hangovers and late call-ins for work tomorrow.
Yeah.
Everyone, I'm gonna venture. My number is 14 times. He's gonna say Republicans in Congress. So everyone, thank you for tuning in. I am so glad that you were able to join us on Battle for Freedom. I'm Watson Prunier. Happy and blessed to be on the Vigilant Liberty Radio. Hoping that you will pay attention. You can just stay safe, stay sober, stay blessed. Have a good night. God bless.